there, welcome to my third video. I'm having a blast doing this because I've been researching for 4 years and just talking to friends and family pretty much. But I've been called to try this out for people that I can't meet in person, basically. And I think since a lot of channels are going by the wayside, that new people pop up. At first, they're kind of under the radar. I think that's a good thing. Also think it's a good thing to get, messages out to as many people as possible. So anyway, I apologize in the last video. My dog started barking. She's a doll, but she's a dog and she'll bark, especially the people going by and stuff like that. And I'm holding my hands together because in the last video, I started pounding the table. And I didn't think it would pick up that well because my voice doesn't pick up that well. But it picked it up. So I apologize for that. I didn't mean to be distracting, but I'm not going to make another one. But I got my hands tightly grasped together this time. So as promised, I want to talk about Kofefi. Now, it's what pretty much everybody's calling him, number 45. Press my hands together again. Number 45. He tweeted early on in the presidency the word Kofefi, and the left went crazy mad, calling him stupid that he couldn't even spell right. He misspelled coffee. But turns out, and I don't think the man is stupid at all, never did. Although, when he first got elected, I wasn't screaming at the sky, but I wasn't that happy about it. I didn't know enough to go to alternative media at that time, and I believed that his bankruptcies, his ill treatment of not paying people and stuff like that. Well, I've come to believe now that he, like the contractor, didn't, had too much space between nails or screws or whatever, or didn't use the right materials, that he would hold off payment until they fixed it. He's that kind of guy. And I can't prove it. I don't know much about construction. I know a little bit because I was the secretary, the vice president of my construction company at one time. So I do know some things just by talking, but I haven't done anything construction-wise. So anyway, I started to slowly change my mind about him because he did a good job as president. Not a perfect person, but he really helped our country, I believe. The tariffs on China, which have now been taken down. He opened up, we have oil reserves because of him, because the 44th president released a lot of it. So we were self-sufficient. Now we're begging all around the world for oil now? Really? Anyway, Kofefi. Turns out it's a formula. It's a formula. He was speaking in code. Let me see. The Co is for cobalt. Okay? The Fe is for iron. And the V is vanadium. I think I murdered that. Okay. And it's a formula. Let's see. Cobalt is 49%. The iron is 49%. And the vanadium is 2%. Okay. It works like orgonite, but on steroids. It protects against EMFs. And I don't want to spell that out. Orgonite, you put different substances, mostly I've got it all around my house, crystals. And then you put grounded crystals that I get from a man named Rion. And he's under Team Light. He can be found there that way. And he makes these wonderful things. So, and light too. So I've got several of them. I've got a bed set, put it under my bed when I'm sleeping. And anyway, it's pounded on and made into little pieces, and then resin goes over it. Now, what happens with the crystals is that the resin shrinks and it compresses them. You know how diamonds are cold, it's very compressed. Well, it works like that, and then they become powerful. You can use all kinds of crystals, stones, whatever, to do this with. Here's one right here. See, it's really beautiful. It's got gold. This is the resin over the gold and different stones. It's different stones too. I've got a lot of them. So anyway, so if you put cobalt and iron and that word I always murder, and put it in resin, then you have an organite. Okay. It produces scalar energy. It's spelled SCALAR. That's the energy that Nikolai Tesla used for his free energy devices, which of course, you know who. And just leave off the last two words. Screwed that up for us because he had guys, we'll go into it in another video, that were financing. Tesla had guys that were financing them, that pulled out their money and gave it to Edison because of the free energy thing. They couldn't make money off of it. And that's what they were all about, making money. There's Rockefeller, Morgan, one more. In any case, I'm going to do more research and do another video on that. Now, that was a shame for the human race. Really, how selfish are these people? I don't know how they live with themselves. I guess they just thought they were superior and we were kind of stupid, and why should we have all this? Anyway, it breaks down the molecular bonds of bacteria and fungi, so it's very healthy in that way. And we know, whether you believe these things are true or not, we're having sicknesses, and we're promised more sicknesses in the future by the 46th so-called resident. How does he know? Okay, and it neutralizes radiation. So when Mr. 45 said that, 5G, yeah, it's a good thing, and gets out in the country, and all areas of the country can have coverage, and a lot of us truthers said, wait a minute, 5G's not good. It's not good, we know it. But Kofefi, it neutralizes 5G. This is why I have so much fun doing this. Anyway, I'm being silly. But anyway, I don't want to make this too long, just a quick thing. And I'm gonna write some scripts and make some more videos for you guys. Have a blessed day.